Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you all doing well. We come up with the second part of chapter number 2 in geography, that is endogenetic movement. We'll start today with continent buildings, epigenetic movements. See over here. Suppose there are some movements from interior of the earth. This movement which we have seen was on earth, that is whatever we have seen before, it was on the surface of the earth and in a horizontal way. But if any movements are going in vertical way, or something is pulled up from the top of the earth, that's or the world in a vertical way, that's called continent buildings. I have already told you, when lava and magma comes out from the mountains and when it goes on the land and they all cool down, we get the crush or we get the stones, rocks, that's create the continents. So this all will going to learn further. See over here, slow movement occurs toward the center or from the earth centers towards the earth crush. Because of these movements, a vast parts of the earth crush is uplifted or gets subsided. When the part of earth crust is uplifted, continents are formed. Like I said, I told you, when the magma or the lava comes out from the mountain, that is they are uplifted from the interior of the earth, we get in a vertical way, we get continent buildings. Extensive plateaus can also be formed because of such movements. If the originally continental portions of the crust subside below the sea level, it forms from the part of the sea. See, with the original Nile will subside or sink, then this will take the shape of bed or seabed. Understand how the continent buildings made. Now the sudden movements. The first two movements we have seen, that it is fold mountain and the block mountain, that movements are occurring in the horizontal direction. How we get to know about the fold mountains and the block mountain? When something is happening in the horizontal direction, that will create the fold mountain and block mountain. This movement occurs in natural vertical direction. These movements are called as a aperogenic movement or the continent building. When something is happening in the vertical way, that's called continent building. When something is going in the horizontal way, that is fold mountain and the block mountain. All that movement we have seen, block mountain or the rift valley or the fold mountain, these are the slow movement, because these slower movements, it takes lots of time. Means, see, it actually takes lots of time when it is slow. If all of sudden something is happened, then you will get the direct reaction. But when something is happening very slow, then you will understand and you will get the these float mountains and block mountains. Now we'll come up with the sudden mountain. Sudden movements. We have seen how block mountains and fold mountains are are found, and these moments are very slow. It takes lakhs and thousands of years for the formation of the block and the fold mountain. Now we are going to talk about sudden movements, how they occurs in very fast, and because of these lack of diversification which is happily or having his old volcano or talk about it. See, we have talked about the whole. In this beginning of the chapter, we have discussed and studied the news item on the earthquake. Earth means the ground and the quake means trembling. See what happened? Trembling means, I have told you in before only, shaking of land. Earthquake is in simple languages shaking of land. So earth is land and quake means trembling. Earthquake is the movement of the earth crush. You have been acquainted with the magnitude and effects of the earthquake through the activity at the beginning of the chapter itself. Now we will look at the sudden movement called earthquake and volcanoes on the earth interior in detail. See something, what he is trying to say, when something is happen in the interior way, when it's going very slow, the effects will come slow. But if something is happened very sudden, or when you give pressure to pressure in the land, you will get the sudden reaction. All of sudden you'll get the reaction. See, in Do You Know, yeah, he has given a very good example. When you understand on the railway platform near the railway track, see, when you go, when you stand on the railway platform, what happened? You experience trembling if a rain passes by the speedily. See, they announce also Rajdhani is passing away, stay away from the track. So why they are saying it? Because these trains are very fast. They don't stop in a small, small platforms, or they go very fast. So that's why we can, experience that all the platform is started shaking. Why? Because of the sudden movements of the train. So they always, you get the very big example. It's like it's very easy, to understand that obviously when a train is fast, the platform will start shaking. Tremors are also felt when the heavy vehicles cross up a bridge in the speed. When you will cross the bridge, and heavy vehicles will go nearby you or beside from you, you will feel the pressure. Why? Because they are fast and they are bulky. Through these examples, one can estimate the tremors caused during earthquake. So you can imagine now, when earthquake suddenly happened, how many things happen around us. We lost the people, we lost the things, we lost the different things. This happened because of the earthquake. And earthquake comes on sudden movement. When sudden is something is happening in the interior of the earth, or sudden, all of sudden, that's called interior earthquake. See, now read earthquake. Because of the movements occurring in the interior of the earth, tremendous tension is created in the earth crust. When the tension goes beyond the limits, the energy is released from the waves. See, if you will give, or if you pressurize on something, we'll take the example of a paper. If you are pulling from one side and your brother is pulling from other side, what will happen? You will get the tension in that paper, and the paper will tear easily. You'll crack it. Paper easily will crack, or sorry, tear. So this has happened. When you give the tension to on earth, or to earth, though, we will feel the sudden earthquake of these earths. For example, earthquake occurs. The magnitude of earthquake is measured by the Richter scale, seen in figure of 211. See, Richter scales means, if, see, agar Richter scale is 5.5, that means this earthquake is less powerful. When it's around 7 or above 7, that means the earthquake is powerful. And when it goes to 9, says 9 or more than 9, then is the earthquake is very very powerful. See, this is the causes of earthquake which used to ask in exam. Moving of plates, colding of plates, plates sliding one below the other, forming of fracture in the rock layer due to the tension in the interior of the earth, or occurring of volcano eruptions. Obviously, moving of the plates, when a plates move from one place to another, this also causes the earthquake. Coddling of the plates means giving when the plates are coming towards each other, that's called coddling. Plates sliding one below the other means they are below each other, then also we can face the earthquake. Forming of the fracture in the rock layer due to the tension in the interior of the earth, like I have given the example of the paper. If you will pull in full force from one side, and your brother will pull from other side with full pressure, what will happen? The paper will get the fractures, and that will causes the earthquake. Occurring of the volcanic eruptions, obviously when the lava or the magma come out from the earth, you can also face the earthquake. Understand? Now focus, this Do You Know, Indo Australia, Africa, Eurasia means Europe and Asia, Europe and Russia, North America, South America, Pacific and Antarctica are 7 major plates. These Earth's crust is made up of such plates. Ocean and continents are spread over these plates. Depending on the compression and the tension formed in the interior of the Earth, these plates move in a various direction. See, various direction is like maybe in the horizontal or maybe in the vertical. We will face a different situation when it is goes on vertical and horizontal. So we have these seven major plates which we can face the continents or oceans because of these changes in these plates. Now focus in the epicenter. Because of the movements occurring below the earth's surface, tension is created and it keeps on accumulating. Accumulating means collecting, all collecting together. So what is that? Okay, movements occurring below the earth's surface. If something is happened below the earth's surface, what will happen? Tension created that will create the tension. For example, if you are not forcing to that paper very hardly, and your brother is keep collecting giving the pressure on the paper, at time it will not going to tear, but after some time it will, because if they create or they keep on increasing the tension in that paper. High energy is released at the place where it tension mounts up. This the center of the earthquake. It is called focus on the hypocenter. Energy waves scattered in the direction from these centers. See, you can see this circle, you can see the orange one. This is the center of the earth, or this is the center, hypocenter, you can say the point. What happened? The upward is going the line. See the blue line which is connecting the blue line. That is the main part, and this is the primary way. But what happened? Joining with the primary wave, we have this all other waves. Energy waves scattered in all direction from these centers. See, you can see this center, and from energy is traveling from these center. This place on the earth's surface where these energy waves reach first is called the epicenter or the earthquake. See, this circle is called as the epicenter and the earthquake. It is the nearest place on the earth's surface from focus, and it is experienced the first tremor. The epicenter perpendicular to the focus. It will go on the perpendicular waves, or give the focus to the perpendicular way. This is the center. When something is happened on the earth's surface, the center, the epic center faces the earthquake first. When the tension is released at the focus, the released energy travels in the all direction. Like I said, okay, first it will create the tension in the center, then after the center this will release from the other way. This energy comes towards the earth's surface in the forms of waves, like we can see the lines. See, some are going very straight and some are going in a wavy waves. These seismic waves can be divided into primary, secondary and the surface waves. Now see the primary waves. What is the primary wave? Or we can see afterward this. Thank you.